Hey! Hey guys, how's it going? Things are good. Good over here. I'm not trying to snake you guys. I've been out of pocket for a while. And that is largely due to holidays. And, what else? Oh, holidays, kids, job. I'll use this hand, no shadow. Anyway, job and recovery. Recovery, that's an interesting one because I've been on this weight loss challenge of mine. This year, 2018, is the week and year, not a week, of doing better things for me, like personally, health, that sort of stuff. That's the big deal because I want to be around for my kids and grandkids and all that good stuff. But last time I went to the doctor, he's like, "Hey man, you know how you get on those scales when you first go to the doctor and they do all your stuff, blood pressure and temperature and give you weird looks because you're a fat guy, and then you get on the scale and you're like, yep, confirmed fat guy." And I go, that's the story of my life. But this time when I got on the scale and looked down at it, it said 299 pounds. I go, ooh, hold on. That's almost 3 hundos. I'm not good with 3 hundos. I've been in the 2 hundo range for a while. Really practically forever. All my adult life, surely. But anyway, that was kind of one of those epiphany moments. It's like, you better get your shit in gear. Almost 40. You better get on that. Because, sometimes your heart starts beating a little harder and you get a little freaked out by that. And you're like, oh, what was that? And every little thing, like, what was that? Oh, no, I'm still alive. Okay, good. But there was that, and then I wound up before the holidays. I was eating whatever the hell I wanted to. I was like, what is it? Is that I don't care, I'm eating it. It sounds good, looks good in this mouth hole. And from that point, I decided I was going to outgrow my current pants, and so then I had to go look for new pants, and I was in the market for some 44s. Yeah? No, not good. So I sat down and had a good heart-to-heart with myself and with the wife, and I said, it's time to do something. And it may be drastic, I don't know. So what I did was consulted with my doctor, who said it's probably a good idea. Had some recommendations or whatever, and we decided that it was probably that point in life where I need to do something. And so I amputated my left leg all the way from the waist down. And so I'm sitting here kind of propped up on this couch that's next to me here, this guy. But anyway, so that saved me about, I don't know, 80 pounds, if you can believe it. You don't know how much a leg weighs? It's crazy. But anyway, full shit. What I did do though was get some weight loss surgery during the holidays. And so what that means is basically I decided to go with a gastric sleeve procedure. And so they went in, they poked 5 holes in my stomach, blew me up like a balloon. And then from that point, they came in there with some robots and they did some cutting and some stapling and some removal of some stuff, like all the extra room in the stomach that I've enjoyed and gotten almost 300 pounds with. Out of here. Don't want it. Don't want it. So we now have a tiny stomach. It's like the size of a, yeah. Here. It's about this. It's about the size of this controller. Only this size of this controller. Like the size of one of those big highlighters. So I've been doing that, and so far so good. Down over 40 pounds, so that's cool. And the challenge there has been on the recovery side. So there's the pre-operation diet, which was wasn't so bad. You still eat stuff, but once you had the procedure, you had to do like 2 weeks of liquid diet, and that is zero fun. It's like water and Crystal Light and some iced tea maybe. What else? There's that. Oh, chicken broth, beef broth, vegetable broth, huh? All those are garbage, by the way. It's a vegetable. That one was okay. But couldn't handle the broth. And I figured out I could, the next step was soups. I could have soups, but I had to strain them like through basically a powdered sugar strainer, like super fine. Make sure there are no little bits of stuff in there, so nothing to piss off the tiny little stomach who's healing after being assaulted, pillaged, and then basically raped and pillaged, and then they ran off with his kids. But beyond that, nothing can get in there and cause problems while it's healing up. That's like a 6-week process. So anyway, done with that stuff, and I moved on to like the pureed foods where you can blend stuff up with a blender and emulsifier or just buy it that way. I did that for a little bit, and then now it's on to, what am I on to? Oh, now I'm on to soft foods basically, which is like, it was amazing. I can have things like mashed potatoes, mashed potatoes, and refried beans. All this stuff is, you know, I'm running through the process, and the doctor, I'm like, all that stuff that I think helped get me to be a fat guy. But now that I'm not, I should eat that. Okay. So there's that. But really, when it comes down to it, I can only have like a half a cup of that stuff, and I'm just like, too full, man. So because of that too, I have to do all these crazy vitamins, like multivitamin, which is okay. Some B12 thing, which is okay. And I gotta do some fiber thing, which I haven't done, but I think I need to, yeah, I don't know. That one's still creepy. And then there's something else that I can't remember, but anyway. And then next week, I get to start on some fancy stuff, which is, they're still soft foods, but they're not necessarily as soft. So things like soft cheeses, like cottage cheese, and some fruits, and you know, just gradually working my way back up to normalcy when it comes to diet. And along the way, learning what's good to eat for you, what's healthy to eat for you, what's not. Believe it or not, macaroni and cheese, not the thing. Pizza Hut, not the thing. Taco Bell, definitely not the thing. When I was shocked, I thought that was healthy as hell. But anyway, beyond that, you know, then you start stepping up, and around 6 weeks, I think you can start to eat kind of normal food. You just need to make better choices, and you can only hold so much in your stomach because, oh yeah, you had that thing physically cut out of your body, which still creeps me out to think about. But that's all good, and there's been practically zero pain to the whole procedure, right? So beforehand, the doctor, oh, and I drink a lot of these Premier protein shakes. These things are awesome. But the doctor was like, or the surgeon's like, you know what? I think you're a good candidate for something we call enhanced surgical recovery. And that basically means you get no narcotics, you know, when you leave the hospital, none of the good drugs, none of that liquid Vicodin that people love, you know, that you can drink, and just, no. But I never had a surgical procedure before anyway, unless you count, like, a hangnail on my big toe when I was in high school, because, and that was no fun too. They put a needle in here, put a needle in here, here, did not, anyway, different story, but, basically, they loaded me up with some drugs and some anti-nausea stuff via IV for the procedure. This procedure was an hour and a half. I went home the same day, and I was in a hell of a mood all day. Even before, I was a little apprehensive, and then, you know, whatever. The second that the anesthesiologist puts that mask on, he's like, there's some oxygen, which is bullshit. Always bullshit. Only I was gonna call him out on it, but damn, that stuff works fast. Because I planned on, you know, here's some oxygen, I'd be like, that's not oxygen, but didn't get a chance because he's like, there's some oxygen. I go, done. Like it was literally lights out. But anyway, back to the enhanced surgical recovery piece. When I left, no pain. They hooked me up with some. They still give you pain meds and stuff you can use, but it's just not narcotics, which is good for the body. So that whole part is basically you can still drink up until the time of surgery or within 2 hours of surgery, which usually you don't drink anything or have anything midnight before the procedure, but this time is a whole new thing. In fact, they give you this fancy little, this giant Ensure bottle with like pre-surgical Ensure that you're supposed to drink on the way to the hospital to kind of get your insides working again, so they're not so shocked when they're basically trying to avoid your body doing these crazy peaks and valleys. So anyway, you get out, they give you some medicine, and the worst part of the whole thing is that medicine, because you can't have a pill. When you get out, you gotta crush that shit up and grind it up and then toss it back, and you're on liquid, so all you can do is drink water or Crystal Light to wash that stuff down. And that was the worst, especially something called gabapentin. So day 3, and I'm just taking this stuff because I'm supposed to, you know. I've never been in any pain. Day 3 rolls around, like, I'm not in any pain. That medicine almost makes me, like, my entire body convulses like I'm supposed to, like, you know, it wants to vomit this stuff up because it's disgusting. And I decided that I don't need that stuff anymore. So So that was the end of that, and I just decided I don't need it, so I quit taking it. And then I still got some. You need some? Hit me up. Just kidding. But anyway, now I'm good. So things are good, moving along, losing weight. I'm down over 40 pounds in the last 3 weeks, so things are rocking and rolling. I think I'm supposed to possibly likely will lose maybe a hundo. That'd be cool. I haven't weighed 200-ish pounds since I don't know when. Shit. I don't know. But anyway, that's me. That's what's been happening. We had a great Christmas. Everything's awesome. Greeny TV hopefully was going to be in full effect this year. We're going to have some fun. Got some new toys. Got some cool things to review. Got a new DJI quadcopter drone. Got some new fancy. I've got an RC plane that my buddy Daniel left over here, so I've got to play with that. Actually, 2 of them really. Got to play with that guy in the back and harass some random construction guys that are building things, and let them throw shovels at it and see what they can do. It's a challenge. It's a game now, so they throw shovels, they throw hammers and things, and I think they really enjoy it. They really enjoy having this stuff around. So and I do. I have fun watching them do their stuff. But anyway, that's all I got, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. So in that case, I will catch you guys later. Just want to give a quick update because I know the channel's been super quiet for months, and that's a big reason why. So anyway, hope to get the cadence back up and running where it should be, and have some fun in the process. So anyway, ciao. We'll see you guys later. Cheers.